What did you think of my article?
It was interesting.
Yes, I thought so too. Go on.
Some of what you propose seems sensible to me. Like when you say that American society should follow the example of the Huskies and implement a form of universal basic income.
They've stolen every other idea we've ever had, so why not? Anything else?
The bit about how the decadence of Western civilization has pushed it to the edge of destruction, and it can only be pulled back from the brink by bold, visionary leaders with the authority to do what is necessary, was a bit upsetting.
Noted.
I don't know what you're talking about, Stuffy. That was my favorite part.
You don't say.
Millicent is right. Our society has grown fat and ignorant. We placate our children with electronics and social media, failing to teach them the values of self-reliance and personal responsibility on which our country was founded. We indulge the victim complexes of oversensitive people, we punish the strong to coddle the weak, and we apologize and grovel to the rest of the world instead of demanding to be recognized and appreciated as the greatest society that has ever existed in the history of the world.
Is that what you were getting at?
I was mostly saying that humans are short-sighted and inept, and Huskies could do a better job. Though it's interesting that the sea lion had that reaction to my article. It sounds a lot like the email I received this morning from someone named Dave Mancino.
Oh my god. You were contacted by Dave Mancino?
Yes.
That is amazing. Holy shit. What did he say?
What did who say?
Dave Mancino. Whoever that is.
I know who that is.
I demand that you enlighten me.
Dave Mancino is a...
I'll take it from here, if you don't mind. You'll probably just wind up calling him a Nazi or something.
It does sound like something I would say.
Dave Mancino is the host of a daily live stream called The Mancino Majority. He is a beacon of free speech and intellectual honesty.
Now see, why would I have a problem with someone supporting free speech and intellectual honesty? I would never call someone a Nazi for those things.
Wait for it.
I call someone a Nazi for being a white nationalist, which Dave Mancino is.
There it is.
You not liking it when someone calls him a Nazi doesn't make him any less of a Nazi. Why is he writing to Millicent anyway?
Millicent had an editorial published in today's edition of the Herald Mail.
Didn't you read it?
No, I have no reason to even look at a copy of the Herald Mail, given that we are all stocked up with toilet paper. But, congratulations.
I, for one, applaud the paper for printing something as bold and unapologetically rational as Millicent's editorial. It demonstrates an encouraging commitment to viewpoint diversity.
Viewpoint diversity? Christ, you are just an alt-right buzzword dispenser, aren't you?
Stop trying to change the subject. I want to know why Dave Mancino emailed the lovely and talented Millicent.
Ugh, he wrote to invite me to some club he's a member of. I forget what it's called.
The Enlightenment in Exile?
That's it. I knew it was something pretentious like that.
I've never heard of them.
Count yourself lucky.
They are a supergroup of the most formidable second- and third-tier public intellectuals in the country. Dave Mancino, Palmer J. Crustacean, Ham Saris, Joe the Nazi, Marco Anuitos?
Joe the Nazi?
He's not a real Nazi. He's an ironic Nazi.
Who coincidentally says and does the same shit as actual Nazis.
You have no grasp of satire. Getting in with them could be a stepping stone to joining the intellectual dark web. And from there, Fox News. And from there, the White House staff.
None of that sounds appealing to me at all. However, I am irresistibly drawn to power and influence. I will research this enlightenment in exile to determine if they are worthy of me. They are not worthy.
What? You've got to be kidding. You can't seriously be considering turning down this invitation.
The Enlightenment in Exile is a group of ignorant, egotistical reactionaries. Their pretensions to wisdom and intellectual authority are transparent and laughable, even by lowly human standards. No, thank you. Actually, forget the thank you. Just no.
Listen up, gorgeous. I thought you were one of the sensible ones, but now...
Stop speaking immediately.
All right, babies, we got a duck running a rival detective agency draining off our business. What are we gonna do about this shit?
I asked that exact question last week.
Right?
And your solution was to meet with him under false pretenses and attempt to intimidate him.
Right.
And that didn't work.
I mean, I think the jury is still out on that one, baby. It's possible that, it'll just dawn on him all of a sudden how scared he is of me, and then he'll decide to quit and leave town. Like a delayed reaction or some shit.
I've had those before. After I first heard the song Butterfly, it took me nearly 18 years to shit in boxes and post them to the members of Crazy Town. But last week I finally did it.
Exactly, baby. However, just in case that does not happen in this situation, I think we need some contingency plans. I'm thinking we wait outside Bosco's office, follow him home, sneak into his house, pull a plastic bag over his head, and just hang on until he stops moving.
What non-murder options are you considering?
I might need your help with that, baby, because to be honest, I've been spending most of my time on the murder options. I've got the plastic bag one, I've got a vehicular homicide, I've got one where I strangle him with a USB cable.
Why don't we just lower our rates to be more competitive and invest in some advertising?
Why would we need to do all that if we kill him?
I'm saying do those things instead of killing him.
I see. I'll have to think about that, baby. In the meantime, I do have one idea that should keep that duck on his webbed toes.
You are speaking with Bosco Bastions Featherworth. How may I help you?
Hello, Mr. Featherworth. I am a new client you have never met before. How are you today?
I am just Ducky. What can I do for you?
I just need you to answer a question for me, baby.
Yes, of course, sir. What is it you need to know?
Can you sell me some supplemental insurance so if I get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work?
You have to stop.
I'm just getting warmed up, baby.
I warn you, if these prank calls persist, I will be forced to involve the police.
Whatever, baby. Come on. Just say it for me one time.
No.
Just give me one, baby. Come on.
I'm hanging up the phone.
Affleck. You can say it. I don't know how he expects to build a business when he's hanging up on potential customers like that.
I think you're just jealous that they asked Millicent to join, but they didn't ask you.
How can I be an SJW, cuck, mangina, low-T, Islamophile, race traitor, whatever, and be jealous that a Bush League bunch of neo-Nazis didn't pick me for their team?
None of that stuff matters. What matters is someone else got invited to sit at the cool kids table and you didn't.
They're not the cool kids. They're right-wing kooks and conspiracy theorists cosplaying as reasonable people badly.
I thought I told him to stop speaking.
I think Joff might be misinterpreting his interactions with you.
How is that possible? I've been unforgivingly blunt since the first time we ever spoke.
I know, but I think he thinks that you like him.
What?
Oh, that's my phone. Excuse me.
Oh, so recognizing that our nation is facing existential threats makes me a shithead?
No, what makes you a shithead is failing to recognize that demagogues and fear-mongering grifters like your C-list alt-right idols have been carrying on about how immigrants or social progress are going to destroy our way of life in order to separate Marx from their money for centuries.
Everything all right?
Yep. Fine. I've got to go. Let me know who wins.
You think I'm sticking around?
Insult me all you want. Insult people who think like me all you want. The fact remains you're just projecting because you know that your precious Democratic Party is the party of slavery and rapists and child molesters.
Oh, kid, don't even start with the child molester shit.
What about this? I've got it.
Hit me, baby.
I'll just tell you my idea instead. We find out where the duck lives. We hijack a petrol tanker. We park it next to his house. We shut off the water to the house and tie the tanker into his pipes so that from now on, whenever he turns on his spigots, he gets gasoline instead of water. Then we wait until he's been drinking and cooking and washing up with it for a few days so that he's all full of gasoline. Ring him up, invite him out to dinner to make peace, have a lovely meal, order bananas Foster for dessert, and watch him go up in flames right along with the rum.
That sounds unimaginably sadistic, baby. Unfortunately, it would also be a lot of work, and I don't know shit about plumbing, so I think it's a no-go.
Well, I suppose you've got a better idea then.
Oh, I got it. Me, you, and Squirrel take a whole day off. We get Hans Krieger to come with us. We get a bunch of different disguises, and we take turns following Bosco around and getting in his way and fucking his shit up so that no matter how hard he tries, he can't work on any of his cases, and he gets fired by all his clients.
I thought you wanted to kill him.
This is financial debt, though, baby, which is even worse.
Right then. When are we doing this?
I'm pretty busy next week. First day we could do it will be next Friday.
We can't do it then. We've already taken that day off.
What for?
Do you not remember? Palmer J. Crustacean is doing a thing with that tosser Mancino at the City College next Friday, and we're going to bust it up with the lads.
Damn, baby, I totally forgot about that shit. I'm glad you've got such a great memory now, thanks to...
Hold up, baby. You sure you still want to bust up Palmer J. Crustacean shit when you've been taking his supplements to improve your memory?
Well, having a good memory is nice, but he's still a fascist pig, isn't he? Besides, I'm sure he'll have a merch table set up to sell the pills. I'll just help myself to a case or two.
Okay then, we'll fuck with Bosco another day. Next Friday, we mask up and bust up the Palmer J. Crustacean show. This is gonna be fun.
Dave Mancino and Palmer J. Crustacean live on stage at City College? This is gonna be fun.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. And now, here to talk to you about how you can help us out is the one and only Millicent.
Hello.
So, pretty big week for you, right, Millicent? I mean, you had your op-ed published in the paper and all?
Yes.
So, any plans to write another one?
Not at this time, but if I did, I have plenty of ideas.
Oh? Like what?
Oh, describing the benefits of replacing Congress with a Council of Husky Elders, for example.
Okay.
Or doing away with the dollar and replacing it with Husky currency, which is controlled by the board of the Husky Central Bank, of course.
What's the name of the Husky currency?
The Huskero.
Cool. Hey, speaking of money, can you give the folks the Patreon pitch?
As you wish, but human money will be worthless after the transition to the Huskero.
I'll take the risk.
Very well. Attention humans! If you enjoyed this video, click like, share the video, and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to help us make more videos, support us by making a monthly pledge through Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So, are all your ideas for articles just you talking about how much better things would be if we put Huskies in charge?
No, not all of them.
What's one of them that's not like that?
I have an idea for one about the first season of Castle Rock.
Okay, that's different. What did you think of Castle Rock?
I didn't love it.